Home Life and Style is brought to you by the Pine Hills, offering inspired new homes and daily adventures just 45 minutes from Boston. Ethan Allen, every detail matters. Longfellow Design Build, architect and builder for Cape Cod and beyond. Snow & Jones, a fixture in New England homes since 1952. And by Classic Tile and Stone, your tile and stone destination.
Hi, I'm Parker Kelly. Welcome to Home Life and Style. I am passionate about design, food, and travel. I love discovering new places, meeting new people, and sharing who they are, how they live, and what they love. In each episode, I'll introduce you to a new destination through the eyes of the people who call it home. Join me as we celebrate these towns, these people, these homes in style. On the last episode of Home Life and Style, we introduced you to Sunset Point in Hull and our new fix and flip project that we decided to make as our own home. We saw the deteriorating waterfront cottage get torn down. We had the foundation dug, the footers installed, the foundation poured, and the arrival of the new prefab home. I met with Longfellow Design Build and their kitchen designer, Lisa, as well as Vineyard Home to help turn this prefab to fabulous. I met with designers like Ethan Allen, landscape architect Chris Kennedy of Kennedy's Country Gardens, and Brian Skulski, the owner of Perfection Fence, to replace the rotten fencing. I met with Julie and Kristen of Classic Tile and Stone for all of my tile work. I visited Skyline Granite. I met with Snow & Jones for fixtures, Budget Blinds for window treatments, and Fleming's Lighting for all of the interior and exterior lighting. Everything was in motion. Time for the installations, the major transformation, starting with the team from Longfellow Design Build. About a dozen people from the Longfellow Design Build team showed up ready to hit the ground running. Every stage of every project was all in motion at the same time. There were guys inside, guys outside. Outside, they were tearing up the driveway. Inside, they were tearing down the upper cabinets and ripping up the fireplace. I've never seen anything like it. A job with this scope usually takes months, and here Longfellow Design Build's team was doing it all in 4 days. After all of the hardscape was finished outside by the Longfellow Design Build team, Chris Kennedy of Kennedy's Country Gardens and his team began the landscape installation. Wow, so back again with some digging and some hot. It's warm today.
It is warm. The heat is trying to pull all the moisture out of these hydrangeas in the sun, so we need to replenish it. And using a drip system like this is great because it uses almost 70% less water.
With some of the inside and most of the outside plans underway and in control, I met up with my artist-designer friend Wendy Callahan, who owns the South Shore Design Center in Duxbury, to chat about wallpaper. I wanted to add wallpaper in a few key spots in the house, textures and patterns that would make a big impact in the home. Wendy showed me some of the books in her design center.
This is beautiful. What about something like that?
Oh, this color is great.
And it's dramatic, but because the colors are neutral, I think it's going to work really well in your space.
And really make it a space.
Like wow.
Like
make
wow.
It like a pop.
Yeah, no, I love this.
I love it too. Okay.
And I headed back home with the books to see how our choices would work.
So basically, just by hitting play, you can virtually walk through your space and see exactly how it's going to look.
I've got joy to share with you in my arms. Just a little hug every day will solve your problems. I've got love to share with you in my pocket. Just a little kiss on the lips and we'll skyrocket. We go.
At Longfellow Design Build, we design and build new homes, new kitchens, new additions to your home. We handle everything from conception to completion, working in unison with you, for you, so you can have the home you envision, so you can have the home you deserve, so you can focus on what's important. Longfellow Design Build, architect and builder. for Cape Cod and beyond.
It's not just about the fixtures. Snow and Jones, the family-owned business that contractors and homeowners on the South Shore and Cape Cod have depended on since 1952. Gary Hume is a metal artist, best known for his armillary-type sculptures. Gary's artwork has been shown in the most prestigious garden and antique shows. He agreed to create a custom piece for our home. The home, as you know, is tall, so we wanted something with great impact, scaled to our towering house. Gary arrived from his workshop in Maine in his little red truck with the massive sculpture in the bed. Oh my gosh. Tell us about this piece.
It's an armillary form, or a millary as the English say, which are rings representing the orbits of the celestial bodies, basically.
What's this material made of?
That's actually stainless steel.
It is.
But it looks like glass.
Yeah.
It looks like a glass gazing ball.
It does. The sun's beaming off of it. And so do you always use recycled pieces in your art?
Yes, most everything is made out of 19th century parts that I collect.
And so it has this illusion of it's kind of amorphous and it's floating.
Well, especially with the ball, but yes. The idea is that the base will get covered and these two rings will look like they're just sitting in space by themselves, defying gravity.
Will your career last as long as the circle itself? Forever.
There you go.
Keep on making them. With the landscaping and hardscape and driveway done and the sculpture in place, it was time for Perfection Fence to install our perfect fence. Brian had already measured, and it was time for the old fence to go to make room for the new one.
So I'm thinking that we're going to do something with a base panel on the side,
okay,
and have a baluster topper to open it up so it's not quite boxy in the driveway here.
Always a good time.
And everything. You know, you just wash it, it gets dirty.
After the designers from Ethan Allen had measured our space, I met the team back at the Design Center in Quincy. The team had a presentation for me based on my palette and style. Okay, so this feels like an entire buffet of beautiful design right here that you have presented here. Oh my gosh.
So we figured we would start with the first floor, of course, walking into your living room, dining room, kitchen area.
So this is a 3D rendering of that space.
Correct. So
everything in it, that is so cool.
So
wow.
Basically, just by hitting play, you can virtually walk through your space and see exactly how it's going to look, which is just,
awesome.
It's so
fun.
fun.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
This is kind of obviously an aerial view of kind of how you'd be living. So that's what we try to do with these 3Ds and kind of walk you around. We kind of wanted to really make it earthy and, you know, stay with your vibe of just natural and easy. This is our sofa.
Okay, oh, nice and neutral.
Just a really neutral, natural fibers.
Love that.
And then we stayed with the neutrals, but just a little bit of a contrast for this swivel. And swivels are great in small rooms too, because you can kind of change the direction, you know, as far as.
I love it, especially if you have a water view. So swivel,
Absolutely.
or someone's cooking in the kitchen, swivel over there. This is like a command central.
Yeah, exactly.
I've worked with Kristen and Julie for about 7 years now, about 30 projects. They care as much as I do about the finished product. And every time I walk in, I'm always like, girls, what do we have new? And they always have things set aside to show me, and every time I go there, it's so exciting. They text me pictures as soon as tile comes in that they think is really exciting. Like even on a Saturday, I'll get a text, and they'll know that I'm just as excited to see it as they are to share it. And so they're my go-to.
Recognized and respected. Classic tile and stone on Boston's South Shore. Fleming's of Cohasset. Traditional outside, inspirational inside. our beautiful village and shop, and we'll help you find the light, just as we've been doing since 1942. Budget Blinds, the best in window treatments for your home, in every color, material, and style imaginable, for one room or your whole home. Professional, personalized service with white glove installation. Budget Blinds, here to help you find the perfect solution to transform your home at a price that's right for you. Budget Blinds on Boston's beautiful South Shore. Visit our website or call to schedule a free consultation. Cap and I both have backgrounds in art and live and strive to live an artful life. Cap is not only a filmmaker, but a potter and a musician. Art is extremely important to us, and we wanted our home to be filled with it. So as the home was being worked on by many talented local people, I went in search of original art, art that would move us and suit this incredible location. I was introduced to the work of Colorado artist Erin Rigney by mutual friends. Erin is talented on so many fronts and is exceptionally creative. She now focuses her artistic work in encaustic painting using pigment and wax. Her body of work is called Shellscapes. Erin sees the natural world as her greatest source of inspiration, one that never ceases to amaze, delight, and deliver. I was touched that she agreed to create a piece for my home, and she wanted me to have the experience of the variation that this medium affords, so there would be more than one shellscape in our home. Although she lives in Colorado, Erin accepted my invitation to meet in person. We met at Nantasket Beach to talk about her life and her work.
So Erin, so appropriate to be here by the sea. Goodness, do I love your art. Goodness, honestly.
Thank you.
So Shellscapes is the name of the collection that I now am a happy owner of, not one, but a couple pieces.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I grew up on the Jersey Shore in Spring Lake, New Jersey, and I'm a total water girl.
Yeah.
And I think if you tap my veins, it would be salt water.
Same.
And I've always been obsessed with shells and the atmospheric patterns inside them. And while everybody was always looking for the perfect shell, I was always looking at these broken bits that had these beautiful, moody color palettes and whatnot.
The purples, the blues.
The clams, and I've just always been fascinated by that idea, but I never really found the medium that I felt like had the fluidity and like that lustrous kind of appeal that shells have. And then I finally started to explore encaustic for this series.
Yeah, so tell me the encaustic process.
So encaustic is you take beeswax, you melt it down with a damar resin, and you can colorize it with anything but acrylic.
Well,
thank you so much for having me as part of the project. The house looks stunning. I think you have such a wonderful eye for curating contemporary with realism, and it's really beautiful. The setting is so soothing and spectacular.
I discovered the work of Nella Lush in a gallery while on vacation with my son on Nantucket. I reached out to her by email, and then we chatted on the phone, and we hit it off immediately. She invited me to her home to talk about her lifelong passion for art.
I'm beyond thrilled to be here. I have to tell you, when I saw your work in the gallery in Nantucket, I had such a visceral, immediate feeling. I absolutely could not get it out of my mind.
Parker, it's incredible because this is exactly what I want to do with my art. It's just getting a reaction, that emotional reaction from the viewer.
So you're from Italy. Does that influence your art?
Definitely. I think that one of the things that I always say is the fact that art should be an extension of who we are. And it's true. I mean, with me, the influence is definitely my life in Italy. You can see it because of the textures that I use in my work.
I see art everywhere. I see shapes, I see color, I see form.
I'm the same way.
It's not easy to be that way.
No, it isn't. I wish I was the simpler person, actually. My mind is continuously on the move.
Yeah, I've said the same.
For every little thing I can see there, I can create something with it.
Well, a privilege to sit with you and chat with you.
I'm just so happy that you're here. I feel like I've known you for a long time.
Oh, same. Thank you.
Wendy Callahan and I have been friends since I featured her home on Home Life and Style. She is an inspiring interior designer, business owner, and artist. I have one piece of her work already in my home, and she offered to paint a new piece for Sunset Point. I love her calming, abstract style and oils. I couldn't wait to see what she'd come up with for my home. As my quest for art continued, Kathy from Budget Blinds called to say that my blinds, shades, and shutters were ready. Time for installation from Budget Blinds.
What is luxury? The warmth of custom fabrics? The timeless beauty of exotic woods? 88 years of uncompromising craftsmanship? Or a world-class designer to help you curate the home of your dreams? At Ethan Allen, luxury is all of these things. It is modern, classic, elegant, and right now, it is more attainable than ever. Ethan Allen, we make the American home.
Winter can be beautiful when it's outside. So when the power goes out, keep the cold out and the warmth in with a Valor gas fireplace. Next time winter strikes, Valor will be there to keep your family warm and safe. Because when the power fails, your Valor won't. So don't get caught in the cold. Stay warm with Valor. Click through to our website to find a dealer near you.
Date night at 7.
Starting date night.
Artist Holly Cobalt and I are Instagram friends. She paints in acrylics, and until we met, focused mostly on still life, flowers, fruits, and the like. I was challenging her with a request for something more coastal and shared photos with her of my boat on the mooring and other seaside scenes from Sunset Point, and she was inspired.
You are so much fun to work with, having a vision, but also giving me the free range to really see that through.
When did you start painting? When did you know that you're an artist? I mean, it's inside, right?
It's
deep inside. When did you
right.
know? When did the light bulb and you said, I think I am an artist?
Well, you know, my mom is an artist. She went to art school. She taught art. So we grew up with an easel in the kitchen. So there was never in the kitchen. But when I was in college, I was studying engineering, and I realized I think I'd rather design the bridge and care about what the bridge looks like than care if it could, you know, accommodate people and life. I tell you, it has definitely unlocked a side of myself, just giving into that side of creativity and design, that it's untapped something that has been always a part of me, but now I feel like it's who I am. I do love the open water. I love landscape. I love still lifes, and I love all sorts of things. So it's just a time of exploration for me.
With the living room and dining room furniture in place, Vineyard Home arrived to install the Sonos sound system.
You did it!
We did it! We did it! Talk about a transformation.
Talk about a transformation. Do you remember the ugly fireplace?
Yeah, this is completely different.
Do you remember the not amazing wall? Yeah. Do you remember when this was not a television surround sound?
Yeah. We took the old unit out. We put the new unit in. This is a Valor L2. It's a nice linear unit from Valor. We love these. They're awesome, super reliable. So we redirect 60% of the heat up high. This allows us to have a wood mantle close by. We're not going to worry about damage to the TV. And it also gives us the ability to put a combustible material on the wall. This is the 55-inch 900H from Sony. Awesome TV, coupled with the Sonos Arc soundbar. And it pairs with the speakers in the ceiling back there, and you get that immersive surround sound. We have a subwoofer over there.
So it's going to be like a complete movie theater in here.
Exactly.
A girl's dream.
Another transformation.
Another transformation.
We've got all your hanging that you wanted. We've got some long hanging, all the shelves, plenty of drawers.
I'll send you a picture when all the clothes are in here.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
You think I can fill it?
I think you can.
I met artist Kurt Keel while filming his house in the Hamptons earlier this summer. I knew I had to have one of his original paintings in my home. He created one especially for the space above my dresser, and we chatted on Zoom.
Hi, Kurt.
Hi.
How are you? I miss you.
I miss you too. How are you?
I'm well. I'm really good. So I was so enthralled with your work.
Thank you.
That was all over your beautiful home. That'll be featured in season 3.
that I thought, oh, I have to have one of those paintings for my own home.
Well, I would love to do a painting for you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm so excited. This is for the master bedroom suite. It's mostly neutral creams and blue. We live on the water, so there's lots and lots of blue water outside. It's
so
really...
you like sort of a muted sort of palette.
I'm thinking for this room, I really want to keep it, you know, master bedroom, serene, not too much crazy energy going on.
Luckily, my seascapes sort of, you know, do that for people.
Yeah. I follow artist Alexandra Giasolo on Instagram. This young artist's abstract work is extraordinarily powerful. After we chatted on the phone about our mutual passions and my home's color scheme and overall vibe, she agreed to create a painting for my home, as well as deliver it herself. I was thrilled to meet her.
I'm so glad you came over.
Me too. Excited.
This is really excited. Like, you're one of the last pieces.
I know.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it yet.
I'm so excited for you to see it. I started painting maybe 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
It was just like this. Like, I just knew, okay, we're gonna try to paint today. And when I was painting, I knew this is what I was gonna do. Like, this was gonna be a thing in my life. Like, I'm gonna be a painter. I knew that. And by the end of the painting was so bad, and I was laughing at myself. I was like, wow, I can't believe you thought that you were gonna do that. And then I couldn't stop. So it was just an obsession.
I wish you so much goodness in your life.
Thanks.
I think you're a wonderful spirit. I love chatting with you. I'm so grateful that you made a painting for me.
I'm so grateful to be a part of this. This is awesome. I love it.
Years ago, we featured Paul Cuxtus in a New England boating episode in Scituate. Paul is a sign carver and a very nice guy. So I went to Scituate and paid him a visit to see if he'd carve me a sign for our home.
Color-wise, samples on the wall, there's a variety of blues. It's endless. On this wall is 4 more different blues.
The blue and the silver looks nice. We have a lot of silver in the house.
That scheme right there would work for you.
And what's the strangest place you think anyone's ever put one of these signs? Or what's the strangest request you had for a sign?
Oh, God. I can't say.
Maybe can't say.
I can't say. I've done a lot of different things. Yeah.
You charge extra for those? Well, all right, well, I'll let you get back to work and all your...
Thanks for visiting.
Yeah,
Good to
bye,
see you again.
Magic. Hi, welcome to Blue View, my home on Sunset Point. So this is my first floor, and it's absolutely perfect for the two of us. Here is my open concept dining room, living room, kitchen. I love the table that I picked out with Ethan Allen. I love this lighting that I picked out with Fleming's. So this is the layout of the living room that Ethan Allen and I talked about. It's neutral. I love a neutral couch. Change out your pillows. I made the chairs all multi-purpose. So you can be talking to the person who's in the kitchen while they're cooking. You can be talking here to the people who are at the couch. This is the mantle that I ordered from a company out in the Midwest. And I just love the way it's hand-hewn, and I just love the color. I absolutely love the fireplace. It completely makes this room so cozy. A quick trip to the kitchen from the living room, dining room, and I absolutely love this top blue fantasy that Julie recommended from Classic Tile. And when I went to Skyline Granite, I saw so many different pieces. It was so beautifully overwhelming, but I thought this is just gorgeous. I wanted some open shelving. I love open shelving. It gives you a chance to do displays. Here I decided to make this part, since it's close to the living room, as part of an entertainment bar. And it has that beautiful tile, the fan tile with the texture. It looks like a mermaid's tail. It looks like fish scale. The cabinets Lisa and I decided to go with were this color of gray. It always pulls out different colors of the island, and I just think it's really crisp and clean. I love these lights that we chose with Jeanette over at Fleming's. I love the texture of them. They're very nautical. In the kitchen, I went with induction. We got all Bosch. I love the way it heats up quickly. I love that it cools down quickly. And so these are the shades that I got with Kathy from Budget Blinds of Hingham. So this is my kitchen. I have lots and lots of cabinets, plenty of space for everything in this kitchen. I really believe that your home should be filled with things that have meaning to you. Of course, having a piece that my friend did is meaningful to me. When my father passed away back in 2016, I started collecting these rocks. This is the kind of space I want to create, a meaningful, meditative home. And so if you look on the floor, I have a compass rose. So true north is this direction. I thought this was a perfect place to put a compass rose right when you walk in. This is a piece that I added. I found this in an antique store. It's a winch from a sailboat. It looks like just part of the sculptural element of this stairway. So remember Alexandra? I chatted with her on the porch. This is the painting that she did for me. There's just enough white resting space. There's just enough movement. There's just enough depth and darkness. I just think it's just a gorgeous piece. So this is another landing, a larger landing. This is the paper that Wendy and I chose. I think the transformation in this space was just over the top. Here is my master bedroom. I have a painting here by Kurt Giel. Kurt's piece is in the tones of blue, and I have just a few touches of blue in here. I really want my master bedroom to be restful. And so I have mostly earth tones and sandy, beautiful, calming tones. So come on into my closet. This is the custom built-ins that Jake from Vineyard Home and his team did. I replaced the knobs and put in these more fancy blingy knobs because I like to be girly in my closet. And so this is the master bath. Kristen and Julie completely nailed this tile. So I brought this tile over to Snow and Jones, and then they helped me find this coordinating his and her vanities. I love this soaking tub I got from Snow and Jones. Okay, third floor. Here's Martha's Vineyard. I grew up in Falmouth, so I love this chart. Now, I was a slalom skier, but occasionally what I would do is I would do these trick skis. This is my guest room, and I call it the mermaid room. It has a beached weathered bed and this antique mermaid that Cap found from a ship. So this is my office. This is where I do all of my work, my pre-production and production and post-production work. It's very bright. It's filled with sunlight. The icing on the cake, the final piece of the Sunset Point project, was the roof deck. And so here I am on my roof deck, and this is the piece de resistance in the home. It's 360 degrees of beautiful water views of Boston, World's End, Hull, Hingham Harbor. It's just a lovely place to watch the sunset. Chef and restaurateur Brian Houlihan owns several restaurants on the South Shore, including one in Hull called The Parrot. And he's cooked with me on the show several times. He's fun, talented, and my obvious choice for this episode's dinner party. As my roof deck kitchen wasn't quite ready, he and his sous chef agreed to cook in my kitchen. Flowers always make a party feel extra special. The final touches were provided by White Moss and Twigs owner Millie Rochon.
I'm so absolutely unicorn miracle blessed, so lucky to have all of these talented people here on the deck celebrating all the people who've worked here, the tile, the measuring, the window treatments, the landscaping, the fence, the designers, the art. You all touch my life so much. This is Home Life and Style from Sunset Point, my house. Until next week, I'm Parker Kelly. Cheers! 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 Cheers!